The FBI has just uncovered a shocking revelation at the extravagant Goldberg estate, shaking even the most experienced investigators. What led them to raid the iconic actress's property? What secrets lie concealed behind those locked doors? And more disturbingly, why has the truth been hidden for so long? The newly discovered evidence has shattered everything we thought we knew about Whoopi Goldberg. And this is just the beginning. Under the dim streetlights of the early morning, the neighborhood surrounding the grand Goldberg estate was eerily silent, the only sounds being the gentle rustling of leaves against the pavement. But that calm was abruptly shattered by the roar of engines, hurried footsteps, and an atmosphere so thick with tension it was almost tangible. It was barely 5 a.m., the sun still tucked away and most neighbors still asleep, save for a few early risers. But as a convoy of black, unmarked SUVs approached, moving deliberately yet forcefully, the air shifted. Men in black suits, clad in bulletproof vests and dark sunglasses, emerged from the vehicles, their expressions cold and unreadable. They swiftly surrounded the magnificent estate, sealing off every entrance, ensuring no one could enter or leave. Then, bang, bang, bang. The pounding on the heavy wooden door echoed through the stillness, sharp and unrelenting. This was no ordinary visit. This was a raid. Inside the estate, movement stirred. A light flickered on from an upstairs window, signaling that the house's owner was awake. The front door creaked open, revealing Whoopi Goldberg, an American icon, a woman who had weathered the storms of Hollywood but had never faced anything like this. Though still in her light gray robe, her hair naturally framing her face, she maintained her composure. Her sharp gaze scanned the group of agents standing at her doorstep, not with fear, but with surprise and suspicion. "What's going on?" she demanded, her voice steady but edged with sharpness. One of the agents stepped forward, flashing an FBI badge before pulling out a file. "We have a search warrant. This is a federal investigation." The words landed like a thunderclap, breaking the morning stillness. As soon as the door was fully opened, agents poured into the estate, methodically securing the premises. Neighbors, drawn by the commotion, gathered in hushed clusters, whispering amongst themselves. "Who would have thought?" a middle-aged woman murmured in disbelief. "She's a huge star. How could she be involved with the FBI?" another whispered back. Speculation spread like wildfire. Reporters quickly arrived, cameras flashing, eager to capture every moment. Local police set up barricades, keeping the swelling crowd at bay. The frenzy of journalists, flashing lights, and murmured gossip only heightened the drama unfolding before them. Inside the lavish estate, the FBI worked in teams, systematically combing through the property. Every drawer was opened, every book on the shelf shifted. No detail was overlooked. Whoopi stood silently in the living room, arms crossed, watching as agents rifled through her belongings. She knew one thing for certain: the FBI wouldn't be here without cause. But what could have prompted this raid? One agent stepped forward, meeting her gaze. "Would you like us to call your lawyer?" Whoopi exhaled slowly, then nodded. "I think that's the right thing to do." What exactly were they searching for? That remained a mystery. But one thing was clear. This wasn't a trivial matter. Agents in white gloves meticulously examined her personal library, flipping through contracts, personal letters, and script agreements. Meanwhile, another team moved toward the basement, a rarely seen section of the estate. Then, suddenly, "I think we found something," an agent's voice rang out. The entire team gathered as a metal box was carefully pulled from a hidden corner. It was locked, untouched for years. Whoopi, standing nearby, narrowed her eyes at it. "I've never seen that before," she said slowly. The agents exchanged knowing glances before sealing the box and swiftly transporting it for further examination. Hours later, the FBI left, as silent as they had arrived. No statements, no explanations, just lingering questions, and a world-famous actress standing alone in her now suspect home. Headlines erupted. FBI raids Whoopi Goldberg's estate. What's happening? Social media exploded with theories. Was this a financial investigation? A scandal? A long-buried secret? Some speculated tax fraud. Others whispered about something far more sinister. Late-night talk show hosts seized the moment with biting jokes. But behind the sarcasm lay a harsh reality. Whoopi Goldberg was in deep waters, and the FBI's silence only added to the speculation. As the world waited for answers, the estate's investigation took an unexpected turn. Hidden behind a bookshelf in her office, agents uncovered an almost imperceptible groove along the baseboard. A touch. Click. The wall shifted. A secret door, absent from any blueprints, creaked open, revealing a narrow passage leading to a hidden basement. Dust filled the air, untouched for years. Inside? A room lined with dusty shelves, an old wooden table, and, in the farthest corner, a stack of sealed metal boxes. One agent opened the first box. Inside were old documents, some yellowed with age, others pristine, but it was what lay at the bottom that sent chills through the room. A letter, thick parchment, a red wax seal, an unrecognizable symbol pressed into it. The agents exchanged tense glances. This symbol, they had seen it before. It was connected to an unsolved FBI case, one that had been buried for years. Was this the missing piece to a long-forgotten mystery? And if so, did Whoopi Goldberg know about it? With more questions than answers, the FBI knew one thing for certain. This investigation was far from over. And as the news of the secret room leaked, the world braced for the shocking truth about to emerge. She had become the focal point of one of the FBI's biggest mysteries. Yet, the most pressing question remained unanswered. What did that letter actually say? And where would it lead? News of the FBI raid on Whoopi Goldberg's estate spread like wildfire. Within hours, major newspapers, television networks, and social media exploded with sensational headlines. The public was in a frenzy, and the mystery deepened as the FBI meticulously analyzed every detail they uncovered. No one could have predicted that they were beginning to piece together clues from documents found in a hidden room, clues that pointed to an astonishing possibility. Could Whoopi Goldberg be linked to a shocking incident in Hollywood's history? As soon as news of the documents in her mansion leaked, the public went into a frenzy. Fans who had followed Whoopi Goldberg for decades were left bewildered, unsure of what to believe. Some thought she had unwittingly become entangled in a dark chapter of Hollywood's past. Others believed she was hiding a crucial secret, and the FBI had only scratched the surface. The biggest questions loomed. What was on that VHS tape? Did the letters truly connect to a major scandal? And if the truth came out, how would it impact Whoopi Goldberg's career and reputation? One thing was certain. The investigation was far from over. Whatever the FBI uncovered next could change everything. The unexpected response. As the raid ignited speculation across the media, theories ran wild. What was Goldberg hiding? Did the seized documents tie her to a long-buried secret? Why had the FBI acted with such urgency? Then, amidst the storm, Whoopi Goldberg finally broke her silence. In an exclusive interview on one of America's biggest television shows, she appeared calm but determined. As the host asked about the raid, she took a deep breath, looked straight into the camera, and said, "Look, I woke up one morning and saw the FBI in my living room. If you think that's a fun way to start the day, you're mistaken." From the start, Whoopi made it clear she had no intention of dodging the issue. When asked about the documents seized by the FBI, she laughed and said, "They found some old letters, movie scripts, and a few history books. I guess I should warn them that I'm a collector." She insisted that the secret room was nothing more than a personal archive, a collection of Hollywood history, not a vault of hidden secrets. Fallout and divided opinions. Public reaction was immediate and divided. Some believed Whoopi was innocent, a victim of misunderstanding or a targeted smear campaign. Others remained skeptical. If everything was as simple as she claimed, why had the FBI raided her mansion in the first place? The lingering mystery of the VHS tape only fueled the fire. Was it just an old film reel, or did it contain something that could change everything? The answer remained unknown, and many feared this was only the beginning of a much larger scandal. In the days following the raid, Hollywood responded. A major film project featuring Whoopi was put on hold indefinitely. A documentary she had been producing lost its funding. Even the TV show she co-hosted saw sponsors pulling out. Hollywood is pragmatic. When you're on top, the world watches. When you're caught in a scandal, they turn their backs. While some of her colleagues defended her, others distanced themselves. Social media posts featuring Whoopi were quietly deleted. Industry insiders hesitated to speak on record. The silence was deafening. And yet, the FBI remained tight-lipped. No official statements, no updates. The lack of clarity only deepened the intrigue. What happens next? One media analyst put it bluntly. Sometimes silence is more dangerous than words. If the FBI doesn't clarify things soon, people will fill in the blanks themselves. Wild theories emerged. Some tabloids speculated that a hidden force in the industry was trying to bring Whoopi Goldberg down. But regardless of whether that was true, one thing was undeniable. Her reputation was now at serious risk. The longer the uncertainty dragged on, the worse it became for her. One thing is certain. The truth is still unfolding, and the secrets yet to be revealed may be even more shocking. If you like this content, please leave a comment and don't forget to support us by liking, sharing, and following us to receive the next videos.